welcome. You are watching Whitman Hanson Community Access. We are attending the 13th annual Taste of Whitman and Hanson, and we never can start this production without a conversation with the man, the myth, the legend, one of many who were part of this event, Mr. Michael Ganshard, who's the president of the Whitman and Hanson Dollars for Scholars. How are you doing?
I am doing fantastic. As you can tell, it's a really good night, so that it makes my heart feel good.
The doors just opened not too long ago, and as you see, we're already flush with people. I know every year is different, but it seems as though this year it's a little bit different. That people are here early and often.
Yeah, that's in fact true. Each year seems to be it's the same crowd, but then they add a few more people, so they pass the word along, and it gets out, and people are out here. So we're very happy about that.
And you and I actually did a little bit of a TV show to kind of tease this. Who are some of the new folks who are here? I think you've mentioned a couple of Abington restaurants, maybe some from maybe Halifax, I'm not sure, but who are some of the new people, the new restaurants that are here?
Yeah, well, we have two new ones. They're from Abington. That's Giordano's and the Sarcastic Swine Barbecue. And then also Adria's in East Bridgewater, which wasn't here last year. They came back again this year, so they're here offering samples of their food to the public. And he has a special guest, too, as you'll meet when you get to that table. I'll tease you. I'll leave it at that.
All right, so we're going to tease and we'll have to find out about it. So I got to ask you, before I let you go,
yes.
Is there, during an event like this, do you ever find yourself, you're flying by tables, but the aroma of something catches your nose, and do you ever find yourself where I got to stop over there when I get a moment and sample something?
I sure do. It's usually the sweets, because as you can see, I like the sugars, and so it's usually the cakes. Montilio's, Costco, can't go wrong there.
And who do you have here as far as representing Dollars for Scholars, Whitman and Hanson? You have the full complement of help?
Yeah, we have the entire executive board. They had it each night, so this was the place to go.
Anything you want to say before we head off and start visiting tables?
Just that this is the kickoff of our scholarship season, and we appreciate the support that we always get from the residents of Whitman and Hanson. And we have many more activities coming up, and we always appreciate the support that we get.
So will you follow me and Carol as we walk around the 13th annual Taste of Whitman and Hanson? Come on. Okay, so we're hitting our first table, and who have we stumbled upon but the old hitching post. We get Alex, and of course me is helping some of the folks. Alex, talk to me about having food here from the old hitching post.
So the Hitchin' Post is a family-owned local restaurant. It's located on 48 Spring Street in Hanson. We have weekly specials, live music every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night, and it's a great place to be for the whole family. You should come down and check it out.
So they really taught you the pitch line, huh? So what to say and how to say it.
Not at all.
What did you guys? So how did you choose?
I've been there long enough that
How was it chosen as to what you brought, and what did you bring here this evening?
So our owner, Andrea Casares, has chosen the fan favorite Honey Buffalo chicken tenders. They're boneless. We have a baked mac and cheese with ham and peas here, and our homemade clam chowder, of course. I think it's 3 staples of our cuisine at the restaurant. Pretty frequent choices from our customers, and everybody always seems to like it, so can't go wrong with any of them.
And who is your executive chef? Who is your head chef? Because I've been there myself and attended. There's usually some fantastic thing that is on the specialty menu.
Yeah, so that's Johnny Morris. He's very creative with the specials. He really takes pride in coming up with unique ideas, and he loves to cook. He does a great job.
Anything you want to say in closing before we head on to the next table?
Just thanks for having us.
You got it. On to the next table. All right, I am here at the Meadowbrook table, located in Hanson. We have Debbie and Jim, and they're each individually going to kind of tell us what is here. What do you have?
I'm serving pasta della casa, which is sausages and peppers and onions and cream, basil, in a shell sauce. tossed in a shell sauce. It's on the menu with a very small dollop of ricotta cheese on top.
How important of an event like this is it to be able to get people to stop by and see some of the things that are happening at the Meadowbrook?
This is a great opportunity for all businesses, all restaurants, anybody. It's a great cause. It's all in all, it's a fantastic night. Hopefully it'll be productive, and it's all going for the kids.
I don't know. I might not need to talk to Jim because Deb kind of summed it right up. But no, just kidding.
I can tell you about the pretzels.
No, the pretzels are good. Jim, tell us a little bit what you have here this evening.
I have our Bavarian pretzels that we serve at the Meadowbrook every day. We serve them two different ways. You can either get them salted and served with a warm beer cheese, or you can get them sprinkled with cinnamon and sugar and served with a sweet ricotta filling.
How many of these tastes of Whitman and Hanson's have you attended with or without Deb?
I've attended every single one with Deb, from our opening 7 years ago to the present.
What is it about meeting people, having them sample what you have, and hopefully seeing them stop by?
Well, it's a great connection between the community and businesses. They get to really form a bond and, come in and you talk to them and then you see them at the restaurant and, it creates a great bond for the businesses.
Stop by the Meadowbrook. If not, if you're here this evening, stop by and try out what they have. Well, you really gave that guy a look.
We have honey cinnamon raisin and the Enedama. Those are actual feature one. That's the Enedama. And then you really get milk and honey.
All right, so we've shuffled on down to the Cast Iron Cafe, and I'm here with Bob as he's really doling out the bread this evening. You guys are always the popular table at this event. Why is that?
People like bread. People like bread. They like good bread.
What did you bring? It smells wonderful. What did you bring?
Enedama, which is a cornmeal and molasses, and then our honey cinnamon raisin, which is a milk and honey basic, lots of raisins, very tasty.
And you guys usually, now I know it's early, but you guys usually go right through your bread rather quickly. What if folks don't get here in a timely manner? How can they come and visit you?
Well, they can come and visit us at 535 Plymouth Street, which is Route 58, about 100 yards south of the Whitman Rotary on the left.
And how much do you love coming to this event?
I'm sorry, what's that?
How much do you love coming to an event like this?
Oh, I love coming to an event like this. Absolutely love it. This is fun. Plus, with our Dollars for Scholars scholarship program, it's a fun way of, having people get some really good bread for a much better cause. So.
And if folks want to find out more about that, how can they do? Is there an online thing if they want to find about what you guys do scholarship-wise?
Well, no, stop by the restaurant and we'll hook you up.
There you have it. On to the next table. So we have shuffled on down to the culinary arts portion of our program. Actually, some of the students from, now didn't they shorten the name? I know it's South Shore Technical Regional High School, but what is it now?
It is South Shore Technical right now. It used to be South Shore Vocational Technical, but we changed it for reasons I'm not so sure of.
Because it didn't really roll off the tongue, right? And what's fantastic is a lot of the foods that you have here today, I believe that you have your own restaurant, right?
We do, yeah. It's called the Brass Lantern. It's all student run. We have 3 instructors for bakery, line, and dining room, yes. And and they teach us the skills we need for those certain areas. So in bakery, we bake our own cookies, we make our own desserts, we make a whole bunch of pastries and stuff from scratch most of the time. And we do the same in line, where we cut our own fish, we cut our own meats and stuff, and we make our food right in school as students, and that's amazing. Like, we start off as freshmen when we join, and we just go on from there with our skills.
So why are you dressed differently than all of them? Are you the executive chef tonight, and they're basically your sous chefs?
Unfortunately, no. We forgot to bring one of the pairs of black jackets here, so another one of the students here took out his uniform for me so I could wear this. But yeah, it was unfortunately forgot, so I'm dressed a little different tonight.
So what's some of the stuff that you brought here this evening?
So today we brought a tomato basil soup. It is marinara with basil, heavy and light cream, mixed together with different herbs, and we top it off with croutons and Parmesan, which is also mixed in the Parmesan, and it's the best we have here. It's the tomato basil is my personal favorite. It's one of the many favorites of the restaurant. And then we have a veggie wrap with a herb cream cheese spread, and it's very good. So that's basically it.
Now, is this stuff that is ordinarily served at the Brass Lantern, but it varies on the day if folks want to try it?
We usually don't have the veggie wrap, but we make a lot of things like that. Usually we do have the tomato basil as one of our featured soups. We always have soups, salads, entrees, and desserts. And tomato basil is one of the most popular, so we have it almost every week. It does change up every week, the menu changes up every week. So sometimes we'll have salmon, another week we'll have chicken ziti, sometimes we'll have spaghetti and meatballs, and then we'll have like at least 3 entrees usually. And then, yeah, it just changes up. It varies.
Now, do you live in Whitman or Hanson?
Yes, I do.
So how does it feel to know that you would be eligible for a scholarship from the Whitman and Hanson Dollars for Scholars, that this event could go to you?
I did not know that, actually. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I just did this because it was helping my school and stuff, and we needed the help here, so I just volunteered. But I did not know that that was one of the reasons, so that's pretty cool.
We're breaking news here. We're going to wrap this up, but I want to thank you so much, and continued success over at the high school.
Thank you. It was very nice meeting you.
More food in just a moment. Should we talk to you? Here we go. All right, so myself and Carol Brewster, who is producing this, have moved on to Restoration Coffee. Restoration Coffee is kind of like the thing these days. You may like some of the other coffee places, but you're going to try Restoration Coffee. And I'm here with
Matt Wood.
Matt, I believe that you have 2 locations, correct?
Yes, so we have the location in Whitman. It's been around for almost 2 years, and we opened a cafe in East Bridgewater in July of last year.
What's the key to the success of Restoration Coffee? Why is it so different?
We're offering a superior product. We're doing specialty coffee, and no one else is doing specialty coffee in this area. We're really pushing espresso-based drinks and really getting a lot of community together. Just having like a nice place where you can sit down and talk with a friend, or if you just need to get some work done. We're very welcoming, and we have a fantastic product.
And it seems as though you guys are kind of I want to say both businesses are accompanied with hair care products, whether it's a barber or a beauty.
Yes, that was not planned. It seems to have worked out that way, and future is looking like it's going to be like that again too.
Talk to us about attending an event like this. You said prior to our cameras rolling here, you had told me that you were here last year. What is it about an event like this that draws you to want to come here and meet and greet these people?
Well, as a business owner, being very new in the area, it's very important for me to come to things like this. Be able to get the word out about Restoration Coffee. I get people that come in every day that live in the town and they have no idea about it. So just trying to bring awareness to people and tell them that there's something other than those big brands. And supporting small businesses is huge.
What did you bring with you today? I teased you because one of the flavors I like, you have something called the Rachel. What did you bring today to kind of let folks sample?
So we started roasting our own beans at the beginning of December. So today I brought our house blend. It's called Bright Days. It's a medium roast. It's from Guatemala and Ethiopia. It's a really nice, approachable cup of coffee for anyone to really start their way into specialty coffee.
Anything you want to say in closing in regards to your businesses or as far as attending an event like this?
Come check us out. We have some weird hours in Whitman. East Bridgewater open like all day long, 7 days a week. But come by. We can inform you about coffee. I just started doing a couple speaking gigs about coffee because people just want to know more about it, and I'm just trying to spread the word of really good coffee.
Continued success.
Thank you.
More in just a moment. All right, so we're on the other side of the room. We traveled fast, but oh my goodness, the smell of the food brought us over here. We got Chef John from Gardino's, which I believe is on Route 18 in Abington. Talk to me, what did you bring tonight?
Well, I brought some arancinis. It's some risotto balls with lots of cheese. I got some homemade ziti with the tomato sauce, and I got some wild mushroom ravioli in a sherry cream sauce. Everything homemade. We make all pastas, everything's homemade. We make all sauces.
What was the process like to decide what to bring to an event like this in a neighboring community?
I like homemade stuff. That's the biggest thing. You know, you don't want to eat. To me, everything homemade is great. So I try to make everything homemade. Everything that we make at the restaurant, like homemade pasta, you don't find anywhere. Most places they buy the flour pasta. We make them with semolina, which is good for you. So that's how I decided. I decided to bring stuff that we make at the house.
Now, this is your first year coming to an event like this.
Yes.
What has it been like so far?
Great. People love it. I've been getting a lot of feedbacks from people that have been to the restaurant. They like it. And I'm looking forward for next year, hopefully.
He's already thinking about next year.
I'm thinking what I'm going to bring next year.
I talked about so the idea of this event is it goes for scholarships. How important is an event like this to bring the community together? Yeah, you get people who are going to come to your restaurant because they tried it here today, but also we're helping the kids who are trying to go to college.
Yes, I have two in college right now. I know how important it is. You know what I mean? And I'm from Whitman myself. My kids go to school in Whitman. I know how important it is, how good schools we have in Whitman, and we have to support it.
Go on down and check out Chef John and some of his homemade food.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Risotto balls with lots of cheese. I'll give it a try. You like this?
All right, we have come to a familiar table. Maybe you don't talk to them all that often. Your name?
My name is Iliam.
Your name?
Elena.
And they're with Trio Cafe. And I could be wrong, but you guys, have you been here every year or almost every year?
Every single year since the event started. In fact, at the beginning, the first year, we were only 3 businesses. And now, many of us, which is great, and it's a fantastic cause, so it's wonderful. We're happy to be part of Whitman and the event.
What is it like to know that folks, again, you're one of three back 13 years ago, and it's kind of exploded. You guys have a child she's growing, and soon she's going to be
In fact, graduating this year.
which means that an event like this is huge for graduating seniors, right?
Absolutely, it's a huge help. Yes, and on the other hand, encourage kids to keep their GPA higher. So there is one more reason to study hard, work hard, and get the benefits of your hard work.
Now, what did you bring here this year? It seems like every year you bring a little bit more.
Yeah, or something different. This year, meatballs ziti, chicken broccoli alfredo, Greek salad, assortment of wraps, turkey club, roast beef, cranberry walnut chicken salad, Italian meat lover, 4 cheese, falafel. Just a really good assortment, and of course, dessert. Wonderful, fantastic, amazing trio cookies.
It's like you guys again, and you're one of the business. What's great about Whitman and Hanson is that businesses like yours, where you may not just only be at this event, but you sponsor a lot of things. How important is it as a business to be a part of the community and attend events like this?
It's a number one thing because you live in this community, you work in this community, most of your friends are around you. That's part of life, and that's something we all do with really excitement and big pleasure.
And if folks happen to have forgotten, which I don't think they have, you actually have not one but 2 locations now, right?
Yes, Trio Boston and Trio Whitman. Trio Whitman is the baby, the first one. And Trio Boston, which is located in Northern Avenue, basically where is the fish pier. Wonderful location, extremely great for catering. And of course, all the walk-ins around the area, from all the tourists to companies, all the skyscrapers, and of course, Massport employees, which get a special pricing and all of that. We take care of them as well.
So, did you notice how packed it was early on? Were you surprised?
I was 50-50. I thought it might be really packed, and I thought that the scare which goes around is going to impact people. But I'm glad that it's awesome turnaround, and the cause is great, so I'm really happy.
Anything?
More people are coming, I noticed, which is excellent, because we don't want to stuck with a lot of food.
Anything you guys want to say in closing?
I'm sorry?
Anything you want to say in closing? To say goodbye before we move on to the next table.
We're one more year. We are having a great time, and we are thankful for being here and part of the event and Whitman. Thank you, guys. Enjoy your night.
Thank you for me.
The next table. Okay, so we got a little swine in the house, sarcastic swine, located, I think, Route 18 in Abington.
Yep.
Is this your first year?
First year. March 16th is our anniversary.
Talk to me about what was the thought process about attending an event like this?
We try to attend local events like this just to get our name out there, get people to taste our food, see how good we are, and hopefully come in and eat at the restaurant.
What did you bring with you this evening?
We got pulled pork mac and cheese, as my partner calls it, a little cup of heaven.
I've heard that. I heard it is kind of a little cup of heaven. How important is an event like this to not only connect with the community, but also find a way to bring new customers in?
Well, I definitely think it's a good way to get in front. We get to talk to people one-on-one. It's not a busy restaurant atmosphere. And it's a lot easier to spread the word, and it's for a good cause.
I've heard a lot about your restaurant. A lot of these restaurants that are here I've heard a lot about, but yours in particular, that there's a different vibe to it, and how you set up your meals. What went into opening up a place like yours, the Sarcastic Swine?
Both me and my partner believe that you should feel at home when you come in. We try to give the best service. We are just counter service, but we still try to run the food to the tables, clean the tables. I try to talk to every guest if I can. We just want people to feel at home and feel welcome when they walk through the door. It's one of the things that I love when I go to another place.
So I'm sure you had people come over and sample. What's the first thing that you look for when they're putting a mouthful, when they're grabbing a mouthful?
Yeah, you like to see that smile on their face, you know, when they take the first bite. It's great when sometimes people just grab it and run, but then they come back. And it's just great when they're like, oh, that was amazing. I'm so glad I tried it. So.
And so no, I know it's early on, and we might have to come back to get your answer, but is there a chance that there'll be a return of the swine next year?
We will absolutely be here next year.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
To the next table. All right, so we have shuffled down to another table, and I think we have Cowbell's Cafe. Kim and Molly?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good, Kevin. And yourself?
Pretty good. Molly?
We're awesome tonight.
I think it's great that you found a way to get Kim in, because Kim's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Talk to me about the beauty of Cowbell's. It's in downtown Whitman. It's one of those great places, right?
Yes. And it's very family-oriented, country style.
And we have lots of fun.
Yes. I've been there for 6 years, so obviously it must be something right,
And we have great food, too.
And
so what's better
waitresses.
than that?
So what did you guys decide to bring? What was the decision to bring this evening?
So tonight we brought beef chili, roasted cream of tomato soup with grilled cheese croutons, and homemade New England clam chowder.
Wow, how do I choose?
You just get them all.
Yep.
So good. What is it like to see people? I mean, you guys have been here year after year. Does it get old when someone tries one of the soups? Like, wow.
Does it get old?
Does it get old just to see people enjoy the food that you serve?
No, not one bit, because then we get new customers, and I'm like, hey, I saw you at Taste of Whitman, so...
Yep.
Would you agree with that?
I totally agree with that. I mean, how can you be mad at people enjoying food all day long? That's why I'm still a waitress after 12 years.
So let me ask you this: is the one thing that I'm gonna lobby for next year, because I know you're gonna be back next year. The fries. The fries. Why can't we have some of those fantastic fries when you get a sandwich?
Wait, what?
When you get a sandwich, you get a burger or something,
We'll need a mini portable fry-a-later. And that way you can have those nice crispy hot fries right out of that oil.
Yeah, what she said.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with Molly.
What about being in an event, a community event like this, knowing that it's helping students to be able to gain a higher education, get a scholarship? How important is that?
It's very important. Education nowadays is kind of, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's amazing to see the community come together. And I mean, not only do we see regular customers of ours, but we also see our neighbors, our friends, our family. So everybody kind of comes together, and it's raising money for a good cause. It's helping the students that are in our community. And the kids have been great. They've been helping us out. They brought in, all of our stuff for us. They constantly are walking around, monitoring everything that's going on. So that's a great thing to see that they're involved and they're willing to help out.
Anything you want to say in closing? Anything you want to say in closing?
What she said.
I want to thank you both for letting me come by and interview you on camera. And if you get a chance, stop by Cowbell's, located in downtown Whitman.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Because he always does.
Okay, so we got a little thirsty, so we thought we'd have a water stop. And meeting us is...
Rachel. Haley. Sophia. Celia. Mary Kate.
Mary Kate. So why did you get chosen to do water?
Some of the other restaurants didn't show up, so we just got our own table.
How has this event been so far?
It's pretty good. Lots of people need water, so they come over here.
Who have you tried? Have you had a chance to go sample any food?
I haven't had a chance to sample yet, but they have. I had some strawberries at the edible arrangements. Those are really good.
Just strawberries?
No, I had the meatballs. I had some cookies. I've had a bunch of stuff. The soups, they're pretty good.
Anybody else? Anybody else sample some food? Did you?
I had some cheesecake and chicken wings and some bread.
Of course you did. And do you all go to Whitman Hanson? Are you all different grades? Are you all juniors? I mean, sophomores. If I could ask, how important, knowing that what's happening here, that you could be able to get some of what's raised here, whether it's next year or in 2 years, how important are fundraisers like this when it comes to you thinking about going to college?
I think it's good for us to get us experience with that kind of stuff. I think it's good in that way.
They're extremely important. They help fund Dollars for Scholars and raise money to help scholarships, make scholarships for our seniors. So it's great.
Anything you want to say?
Yeah, it's really important because a lot of people need help with college, so it's great to help things out like this.
At the 13th annual Taste of Whitman and Hanson Water Stop, we thought we'd take a break for a moment from visiting tables, and look who we stumbled upon. Justin Evans and Mary Lou. You've had a chance to kind of visit tables.
Yeah.
What has it been like?
It's been great. This is my first year here, so just getting to sample. I've eaten at most of the restaurants around Whitman, but getting to sample everything all at once is really fun.
Mary Lou, give me your thoughts. I mean, was there anything that you gravitated towards when you got here first?
It's delicious. I like Giordano's risotto brawl, that was delicious. And they've had really good soups, clam chowders, and the tomato soups, which is my favorite.
Now, is it time for dessert yet?
It's always been time for dessert. We've been bouncing back and forth. Clam chowder, cookies, it doesn't matter.
How important is an event like this? Not only, we know that the base for it is for the Whitman and Hanson Dollars for Scholars, but how important is it for restaurants like this to get foot traffic and to help, because we know that small business is king when it comes to communities like Whitman and Hanson.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah, as you mentioned, this is one of Dollars for Scholars' biggest nights of the year. But just to be able to sample all of the restaurants for people who may not know, I don't think I've ever eaten at Cowbell's for anything other than breakfast. I've been there for breakfast a lot, but to have some of their soups it's a new experience. It's something nice to know.
Mary Lou, is there anything that when you came in here tonight, you were like, no, I don't know, we'll see what I'll try, but then you've come away with like you said, Giordano's, you tried them. Is there a possibility that you would go to the restaurant?
Yeah, I absolutely would. And at Christo's, of course, I always love their pizzas and salads, but I've never tried anything other than pizza and salad, so I had the opportunity to try their pastas.
Talk to me, just to kind of wrap this up, where are you going next? Are you kind of resting and trying to get your second wind, but is this it for the night?
We're resting. I will probably get one more buffalo wing from the old hitching post, and then we'll hit the road.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And we travel back to the tables. All right, so we are at one of my favorite tables with
Christina.
And Kelly.
You know what's really awesome? I snuck over here and they're like, don't look at him, don't make eye contact. Don't make eye contact.
Every year.
What did you bring? Anything different this year?
Yes, actually, we have cheesecake this year and cookies and some cake flavored chocolate covered strawberries, and we also have Rocky Mountain chocolate that we're partnering with, and it's a nice add-on to any arrangement or box.
Do you find that people gravitate to your table as soon as they walk in?
Yes, everybody. And they keep coming back.
How important is it that they keep coming back and knowing that you're gaining customers here this evening?
It's great. That's awesome. That's why we come every year. It's one of our favorite events.
And if folks don't know where you're located?
98 Westgate Drive in Brockton and 537 County Street in Taunton.
Ladies, thank you so much for being good sports and talking with me. All right, so we've had our fill of desserts. Let's move on to shepherd's pie. We have stopped at where the best shepherd's pie on the South Shore, bar none. Where's that? McGuigan's Pub. But Do you only have stuff here from McGuigan's?
That's correct. We don't have anything for the patio, other than takeout menus.
Okay. But I was kind of hoping you might have some of the Bloody Marys here that I like to sample on Sunday mornings.
We do have the Bloody Mary card. Actually, I think it's one you probably filled out the other day.
Yeah, I usually do it. The one thing I haven't done yet is had the little slider. That's next.
We'll do that Sunday morning.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, we will. And then, I don't know how you'll eat breakfast afterwards, but you'll manage.
I'll find a way.
Yeah, you'll do that.
Talk to me about being in an event like this. You are the consummate. You and the Rosen family are about community. When you see an event like this and see how filled it is with residents, what do you think of?
No, it's absolutely wonderful. It's one of those events in a small town that makes a small town what it is, a small town. I mean, you look around here, I know a lot of people here, having lived in Whitman all my life and being in the restaurant business, real estate business, I know a lot of people, and it's refreshing to see these people out at an event like this where they're donating to a worthy cause, which obviously is the scholarships for our kids. So it's wonderful. And each year they have a great crowd, and Michael Ganchert, God bless him, he works his rear end off. They do a lot of events, and they've given away hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's a wonderful event.
I have nothing else to say other than if you haven't shown up to try the shepherd's pie, shame on you. You don't know what you're missing out on. Anything you want to say in closing?
I agree.
To the next table. All right, so we're here. I got Sweet Tooth, Skinner's Sugar House, East Bridgewater.
That's right.
My goodness, you guys, and it isn't just chocolate. You guys have an assortment of things, don't you?
That's what we do, yep.
And your name's Marshall.
That's right.
And who's standing next to you?
Isabella, my daughter.
Isabella, I see you got the gloves on, so you must be doing all the service tonight.
Yes.
What seems to be the popular thing that people like this evening?
They like the
cashews.
The cashews.
Is there something that you like that's on the table that maybe you're like, I wish I could sample that?
Yes, I like the candy.
Talk to you guys are here. It's like every year. This is the 13th annual. How important is it? Even though you're not a Whitman or Hanson business, you're here year after year. How important is it?
Oh, it's very important. We were right next door in East Bridgewater, and my folks are from Whitman and then longtime Whitman residents. So a lot of our customers come from Whitman Hanson area. So for either our ice cream, the nuts, the fudge, the candies, and it's a very
the jellies.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Very family-oriented business, and that's why we're here, and we reach out to the community and the surrounding communities to let everybody know what we do there and where we are.
Just another great business here at the Taste of Whitman and Hanson.
Thank you.
It's hard to move on from Skinner's Sugar House, but you know what kind of eased my pain? Montelios. They're here. What lady? Oh, who am I here with?
Aileen and Margaret.
Ladies, talk to me about attending this event, and what did you bring this year?
This year we brought our gourmet cookies, our brownies, our mini pastries, and earlier we also had a carrot cake.
She said earlier you had carrot cake. Margaret, what happened to it?
Well, it was the most popular thing we had today, and it's all gone.
What is it like to see people come and sample some of the food that you have here and see them walk away with a smile and say thank you?
It's pretty nice. You get to see how it makes their day sweet, you can say, and everybody enjoys it, and we're well known for it, and we hear their stories about how they've gotten stuff from us.
Have you had a chance to sample any other food, or are you just kind of stuck to the sweets that you have here?
I got to try sarcastic swine. The mac and cheese was really good, along with the pork and barbecue sauce. Delicious.
Anything that you guys want to say to folks? Maybe they didn't show up tonight. You want to maybe entice them to make sure they come next year for the 14th annual?
I think they definitely should come next year because you can come and also try all of our stuff at any of our 4 locations in Quincy, Braintree, Weymouth, and Brockton. And now we also have catering on the go, so you guys can try that as well.
Oh my God. What do you want to say to close it, Margaret?
Well, come join Montilio's.
Yeah, what are you waiting for? Did you say you want to come on camera with me? Okay, so we've left the sweet section, and here we are. We're here with Shaw's, with Ann and Paul, and they were kind of describing that one of them is, what side do you have? Sweet?
Well, no, I have it all, and he just watches. I have the teriyaki and the salt and vinegar, which is the favorite of everybody, and he has the meatballs and the barbecue.
How do you feel about that? Did you get the meatballs and the barbecue?
I don't mind. They're good. Meatballs are great tasting. Salt and vinegar is awesome.
Talk to me about attending this event. It seems as though you're not newbies here. You've attended this event. What is it about coming to this event? Obviously, you like coming here.
I like coming in. I think the people that come here, well, they also either work at Shaw's or they shop at Shaw's. So we know these people, and they look forward to trying everything. No, it's nice to support the community, the Scholars for Dollars, see the kids that hopefully will get these, see the parents, put 2 and 2 together. But no, and we like bringing out food. He's the manager of the deli, so he brings the food and I just set up.
Do you think did she say that right?
Perfect.
Okay.
I couldn't have said it any better.
But, coming to this event, this is what, maybe 7th or 8th year that you've come to this event, and knowing that you're here amongst so many other, what is it like to see someone come up and try, whether it's the wings or the meatballs, and know that they can, I can stop by Shaw's and grab myself a half a pound of some of this?
Oh, they tell us that all the time, that they come here just for the wings. They know we're going to have them here, and they do what they look forward to.
Now, have either of you had a chance to take a break and maybe go to another table to see what else is in and around?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm only halfway around the room. But I go sweet and then I go savory, so I'm not particular.
How about you?
Me? I work. She goes and picks it up. I stay here.
Sounds like a great team here.
It is. Well worth coming here.
Ann and Paul, thank you so much for a couple of minutes to chat about what you have here, and I look forward to seeing you next year.
Yes, we will be here. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
More in just a moment. Time for a slice of pie as we're here with Mike's Pizza with Matt and CJ. What has it been like here this evening?
I don't know. Kind of slow. It's fun, I guess.
What did you guys bring?
Pizza and chicken broccoli Alfredo.
Now, who picked out what to bring? Is that something that's decided back at the shop, or is it something like hey, this is what a lot of our folks come in and eat?
Decided at the shop by the boss, big man. We wanted to put out fresh CD Alfredo. We make our own Alfredo, so it's pretty good. We did our famous Meat Lovers Pizza and chicken broccoli CD pizza too. It's pretty good, so yeah.
Now, is this your favorite as well? Would you have a chance to sample any of this, or do you have a chance to walk around and sample anything?
No, I didn't walk around, but Meat Lovers is pretty good. It's probably one of my favorites.
I walked around, yeah.
Did you really?
Oh yeah. I went over there, the desserts, best part, yeah.
Talk to me about the importance of having your organization here, having your restaurant here, to at least be able to share some of what you guys work hard on, whether it's for pickup or delivery.
We're mostly pickup, but this shop's been in business for 40 plus years, so we're trying to maintain that streak, keep it going for maybe another 20 years. So, yeah.
Stop by, check out some Meat Lovers Pizza.
Yeah, come on by.
All right, so we have happened upon, now you remember earlier on in the program, we were speaking with some of the students from the Brass Lantern, the South Shore, I can't say it right, South Shore Technical.
We say South Shore Tech.
South Shore Tech, it's that easy. This is the Superintendent Director, Dr. Tom Hickey. Talk to me about showing up here. I know you like to stop by this event on an annual basis. How proud are you to see what your students here and what they're doing?
Thanks, Kevin. First of all, the Dollars for Scholars volunteers, the adults that spend so many hours, Michael and everybody, it's an amazing resource. And students at our school who live in Whitman and Hanson can access those scholarships as well, which is very, very nice for those kids. But for several years now, we have had our culinary students come to this event. I'm always very proud to see our kids out in the real world. They're doing more practicing customer service than they are preparing. They did that before coming here. Right. So the food is good, they're excited, and they're very proud of what they do.
So I think the thing that's very interesting is that, Shauna, you had mentioned it earlier, that the students who are in district, Whitman and Hanson, are eligible for scholarships. And Shauna on campus like, oh, I am? I'm like, yes, you are. Being a Whitman or Hanson student, you're eligible for that. And I think that's fantastic.
It is fantastic. And our guidance office makes a big effort to let our seniors from our district towns know that they can reach out and get information from their hometown. And the high school offices there are very helpful so that every kid has every opportunity to help offset costs for college.
So I think the last thing I would ask you is, have you had a chance to sample anything and add to your list of restaurants that you and the missus may go out to, maybe on date night?
Maybe not a date night, but I did just sample a pulled pork mac and cheese sample from Sarcastic Swine, and I definitely left there with a business card. Yeah, but the night is still early, so I'll be getting around for a few more things.
Tom, thank you so much.
My pleasure, Kevin. Thank you.
On to the next business. All right, so we're with Neil.
Tristan.
And the name of your organization is?
Pinches and Pounds.
Love Pinches and Pounds. Located at Route 18. It's a lot more than Pinches and Pounds here today. Talk to me about being here yet again for another taste of Whitman and Hanson.
You know, we're here in our 12th year in Whitman, and I think that the greatest thing about here is the fact that people either know who we are, or if they don't know who we are, they know who we are after they've come here. So we really appreciate coming here. It's been so many years. Everybody sees a different array of candy each time we come here, although some of them still want chocolate-covered potato chips.
Don't know why, but
we brought them here the first year, and everybody keeps asking for them every year after that. So, but still, tonight we show a vast array of nostalgic candy that we feature at the store.
Yeah, I actually see a couple of culprits that have pulled out my fillings in the past that I'm trying to give a side eye to. Is there a particular favorite that you've seen people gravitating towards this evening?
Definitely the wax bottles tonight. We are about to run out of this, so yeah.
I got to say, is Carol and I were eyeballing the buttons, which is an old classic for some of us who loved it back in the day. How is it in regards to what the traffic has been like today, and knowing that some of the people you've seen today, you'll probably see in your shop maybe in the coming weeks and days?
Well, in answer to the first question, the traffic doesn't bother anybody at all. If you want candy, you're going to get candy. There's no question about it. Second of all, there are people who have been here tonight who definitely have come in the store, had some nice conversations with them, and everybody keeps saying, oh, when I bring my grandchild in, I get this and that and whatever. But I know for a fact it's for them.
Yeah, just knowing is half the battle. Anything that you want to say in closing for the folks who might have missed this great event?
Come down to the store if you get a chance. We would love to have you, and we appreciate having everyone around.
Supporting local business is important. Keep that in mind. Okay. You know, you can't leave here without stopping by and finding out about the latest with Christo's To Go, whether it's the salads, whether it's the pizzas, and some of the other meals that are served. How are things going over at Christo's To Go?
Things are all right. As we were just discussing, it's been a good winter weather-wise, so that's helped all of us, I'm sure. Yeah, it's been nice.
What is it about an event like this that is important to get out into the community for folks who you know, they miss the old haunts in Brockton, but, you know, are getting to realize that you're now located on Route 18 in Whitman.
Not only that, but a lot of them thought we were only serving pizzas and salads, which even if that's all we were serving, it would still be fun and it would still be great. But we do have a lot of other items, and a lot of people are surprised when they come to the show to see that we have kind of a varied menu. Plus, everybody's in a good mood because when it's food show season, you know it's spring. Spring is right around the corner.
So what did you bring today? I think, is this cranberry walnut?
It's apple cranberry, chicken salad. We don't put nuts in it usually since a lot of people are anti-nut. We brought Greek pasta salad, which has too many ingredients to mention. We did have Greek salad, but that's always the first item to go. And we brought homemade shortbread brownies as well.
Talk about the event itself and its way of giving back and helping the next generation try to better educate themselves.
Absolutely. Plus, we've got culinary students over here, so it's kind of it's a win-win. You know, they're students. They're I love seeing them in their chef's uniforms. It reminds me of being in culinary school, and all the kids who are always here every year is so great. It's a pleasure to help them.
Folks want to find out more as to what's going on at Christo's To Go, and it's more than just pizzas and salads. How can they do that?
Well, 5 years in, we're going to have a website soon, so that
amazing.
That'll help. Yeah, amazing indeed. You know, word of mouth has, thank God, helped us. You know, having a 50-year reputation helps, and it keeps you on your toes too.
Thank you again for talking to us and sharing how things are going and as the business is growing here in Whitman.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure.
You heard it. Raffle in 5 minutes. We're going to go to the next table.
Adria is the short name of the Adriatic Sea.
And what's your first name?
Bledar.
Bledar?
Bledar.
Okay.
So I have a special gentleman. He used to play with the Red Sox.
Oh wait, I know him. All right, so this is the final table, but I think this might be like the best table.
Whoa!
It is. It is. And I'm here with Adria. Did I say that right?
You say it right.
Your first name though is which? How do you say your first name?
Bledar.
Bledar.
Yes.
And you have a special guest here, somebody who I remember watching and who is now somebody you can see if you go to Adria. You have Manny Del Carmen. Manny, talk to us about being here at the 13th annual Taste of Whitman and Hanson.
I mean, I've done, some things pretty much like this before, and I mean, anywhere you can be where there's a lot of different types of food, different restaurants, good people. I mean, everybody seems like they're having a great time, and I'm here representing the man Bledar for Adria's, and and this man makes excellent food. So it's a pleasure to be here. I'm just having fun with it.
What did you bring this evening to entice the folks? Because this isn't your first year. This is the first time that I've talked to you here. What did you bring?
So this is our fourth time here. It's the fourth year. Tonight we got some chicken marsala, which was amazing. Unfortunately, I want to say we ran out of the food.
What?
Yes.
How does that happen?
Because people loved it. So we had some chicken lemon soup, and we had our traditional Albanian meatball, something where we present that in the show almost every year. That was what we present. Looks like the people loved it. The show tonight was very successful. I thought I saw more people this year than the other years. After that, you guys, thank you for inviting us. Thank you for giving us this opportunity, so our business can grow a bit more, and the people in the area can recognize what we do. Thank you one more time.
Manny, how important is a community event like this to get the word out about a restaurant like this?
I mean, it just shows how many people support their community. I mean, obviously we're in Whitman. I live in East Bridgewater, but it's just one set of lights away, and then Abington, and it's all the same to me. So but seeing people respond like this to an event like this and come out and enjoy good food from different places, it's awesome. So anything that I can do for my man Bladar, he knows I'll do it for him.
Yeah, and my understanding is there's a special relationship here. How did you come to have Manny?
He's my twin brother, but
I see that.
Unfortunately, I had to shave my head today for charity for a children's hospital.
Oh, that's right, the Granite Communication.
Yeah, in Quincy, and I was there, and it was a great event. Saw some ex-teammates, Patriot players. We had a great time, and now I have no hair. But
the governor
was there.
Drew Brees.
I got a picture with him. I'll show it to you later.
Did you know? No, it was Tom, maybe. But so how did talk to me about the relationship here with Manny?
Before I opened the place here, I've been here for almost 6 years in East Bridgewater. I used to work in Boston. I used to work on Top of the Hop, which I heard, unfortunately, this place closing, which I feel so bad at this point. Anyway, a lot of those guys I respect and I love those guys, especially 2017. I love this guy. And Papa Bone, I love those closers. So that's how everything comes up. And suddenly, he plays golf in the Reader's Farm.
Yeah.
And I met him 6 years ago, 5 years ago, when he first came. And I said, I know you, man.
Did he give you a decent handicap?
Yeah, he did.
I can hold my own.
Then we start reconnecting. And I wanted to just give my business a little bit a nice jump start. I asked him this year if he can help me a little bit and maybe come as a VIP guest, as a celebrity bartender.
I actually asked him because I wanted to stay busy in the winter to hire me as a celebrity bartender, and I'll bring my 2018 ring, my 07 ring. People take pictures. The bar's booming. I'm there Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, and sometimes on Sundays. We're having a blast.
He's part of our team. We all love him. The kids, our team, just love him. He's part of our team now. He's maybe, I don't want to say in front of everybody, he's the best bartender. He makes great drinks now. Yep.
Do you really?
At the beginning, I could make a pretty good Bud Light bottle, but now I can actually make a good Cosmo, so make sure you bring the wife.
So how much, she loves Cosmos, but how much trial and error has it been to kind of get those drinks right?
For me, the hardest thing was not the drinks. It's, it's like any job. You try to please everybody, and believe me, when that bar at RGS gets really busy, I'd rather be pitching, put it that way. So but it's good. The busier, the better. And it took me a little bit to learn. And it's an industry that's really hard, and I'm still learning. But I got a great team. Like you said, we got a good group of kids that are helping me out, and he's helping me out a bunch. And I'm having a great time with it.
Anything you want to say in closing as we wrap up? You're the last interview here.
So I want to say, I hope with my heart next year we see more people in this show. I'm glad you guys doing that this year for this beautiful community. I've been here for 6 years. Majority of those guests supported me in my place. I'm glad to see those faces. I hope next year we get a bigger crowd. And thank you one more time, everybody, for this support.
Coming to you from the 13th annual Taste of Whitman and Hanson. Okay, so we are here at the conclusion of the 13th annual Taste of Whitman and Hanson. I gotta tell you, I bounced around. I'm stuffed, and I'm not apologetic. Mike, give me your thoughts on how the evening ended.
I think it went really, really well. I think the attendance was probably what we have had in the past, and I saw a lot of happy faces, saw a lot of full bellies, and overall we raised good money for the Scholarship Foundation. Hopefully we raised $5,000, which is our goal. We'll know tomorrow when we add up all the money. So it's a win-win-win for the community.
And people don't realize that it doesn't end here. There's still more that is happening.
It is just starting, yes. We have a bowling event, we have a meat raffle, we have a cut-a-thon, and we have our annual appeal. So we've got tons of things still on the agenda. And we appreciate the support and hope we still get it in the future.
Now, right here is what I tell you is it's smart for you to visit their website.
www.whitmanandhanson.dollarsforscholars.org.
And pay attention to some of the events that are coming up. Of course, as you know, as it starts getting warmer, you're going to see those little money thermometers that'll pop up at the town halls and probably blow over once or twice. Sure. But
pick it up if you see them.
Pick them up if you see them. Again, congratulations to you and your group on a successful event.
Thank you. It is a group effort, so there's about 35 students helping out tonight, 10 adults, and it took a whole group to put this together. Thank you.
And I want to thank everybody who did talk on camera, and thank the great Carol Brewster, who's working behind the camera and putting this together. And again, we thank you. If there's any comments or questions that you have for future programs, info@whca.tv. That's your way to reach out to us if you have suggestions. And until next time, thank you for tuning in to this episode, which featured the 13th annual Taste of Whitman and Hanson. Have a good day.
Thank you.